Hi. Okay, so here are Abby's top 10 movies 2016. Sorry, she looks like a pile of crap.
I do look like a pile of crap.
And also,
but I'm a lovable pile of
okay,
crap.
what's your number 10?
Okay, so this one is actually the same as Emily's. My number 10 was Bad Moms.
It was a cute movie.
It was cute, and it was funny, and it was a good laugh. I mean, there's no really memorable, jokes that, I'm always going to be telling. Like, The Heat, we quote The Heat all day long. But this one I can't really quote, but it was fun, it was enjoyable, and I wasn't expecting much when I walked in, and I enjoyed a good laugh, and the ending was, really sweet when they had all the moms come out.
Yeah.
Like, the real moms, the actresses.
Oh, yeah, that was so cute.
So sweet, and we were with our mom, and it was so nice. Yeah. Okay, number 9 is Green Room. Do you know Green Room?
No.
Okay, so this is kind of like an indie movie. I saw it in kind of our, indie-ish theater in our city, and, I took my boyfriend because I thought he would be really into it, and he was, because it is about this punk band, and they get a gig at this neo-Nazi club, and then they witness a murder, so then they're having neo-Nazis that are hunting them down, and it was okay, this movie was made for my boyfriend because he loves punk bands and just the whole kind of gross aesthetic of the punk rock scene, and I thought it was it wasn't really a horror movie, it wasn't scary, but it was really thrilling and kind of exhilarating. I think Patrick Stewart was in it.
What?
Yeah.
He played doing?
He played the neo-Nazi leader.
I saw him.
Yeah.
Wait, he's not German.
Okay, but it's American neo-Nazis.
Okay. He's not American.
Yeah, he had an accent.
Okay.
And it was enjoyable, and it was good.
Wait, is he American?
He might be.
Is he American or... Ian McKellen's British.
I don't know.
I don't know.
saw him live.
I did. I can't remember. It was at a British show.
Anyways, next, number 8 is Zootopia.
I still never seen it. I need to.
I really liked it because I thought it was...
Didn't talk a lot about racism.
No, the thing about it was
that
it showed different stereotypes and how they
are hurtful.
Sometimes they're hurtful, but sometimes it's more complicated than that. Sometimes some people do follow their own stereotypes, and that they follow stereotypes that they're placed under, and that's just who they are. But also some of the times it's they try to fight against those stereotypes. It's more complicated than just stereotypes are hurtful. It's a lot about how stereotypes just work within a society, and how sometimes they can be proven or disproven, and why that's good and bad, and all kinds of... It had a lot of nuance in it, and I really liked that, and it was just an enjoyable cast of characters. And now a ton of talking animal movies are coming out.
There's always talking animal movies.
Yeah, but now more are, because they're trying to capitalize on Zootopia.
Not. Zootopia did not do that well.
Okay, but it was really good.
Okay.
All right, number 7, Doctor Strange. I liked this. It was... I was a little iffy about origin story type things, because I was kind of sick of the origin story things, but I thought it was different enough for Marvel movies.
I just thought it was Thor. I thought it was too much like Thor.
Oh, okay, but I thought it was different enough.
But you like the Thor movies,
I like the Thor movies.
You're insane.
But I thought it was different enough from, it was about I don't know, ancient...
Come on, casting Tilda Swinton.
Okay, but I don't care about that. I thought she did a good job. I thought what's-his-name did a good job. I thought it was different enough from... It didn't feel like a Marvel movie.
Buttersnatch cucumber.
Okay, shut up. Also, I liked the climax scene because it wasn't let's have a big battle. It was
Wasn't it the Hannibal guy?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was. That was Mads
Menna. He beat him with logic, which was really cool kind of to see, instead of a big let's battle and punch each other. It was more like I'm gonna beat you with logic, and that was perfect for his character, I found. All right, number 6 is Sausage Party.
You're insane.
I like this movie.
You're insane.
Because I like shock humor and animation.
I think
so
it's lazy.
I went in thinking, okay, I've seen South Park. I've seen all kinds of adult animation. I love Aqua Teen and Squidbillies, and I've seen Fitz the Cat, Rick and Morty. Fitz the Cat was the original. No, wait, it's Fritz the Cat. Fritz the Cat was... I don't remember which one it was. Was the original adult cartoon made in the 70s. Going. And I've seen that, and I really enjoyed it. So I was like, okay, nothing can surprise me. Nothing could shock me. But some of its stuff did kind of shock me, and it was funny and fun, and it was just a good time. And I liked it.
Wasn't it just stereotypes? Wasn't it the whole movie?
A little bit, but...
I think that's the whole movie.
And it had had a good cast of people. The people.
Abby Paul Rudd playing a Native American.
Okay, I don't care about that.
That's not cool.
I love Paul Rudd.
Me too, but Paul, why? Paul, why?
Okay, well, I thought it was funny, and it was just so weird and so fun, and just not your average summer blockbuster, you know?
I heard they didn't pay any of the animators.
There was a problem with that.
They're not cool.
Stop.
They treated the cast really horribly.
Okay, there were some problems with it, but those came out after I saw it. Anyways, number 5 is The Greasy Strangler.
You're insane.
This is one of the...
I'm leaving it. These are the worst movies.
This is one of the indie movies I saw this summer.
It's your life story?
It is my life story. So it is the weirdest movie you'll see in a while. Definitely not for the kids. The acting is just weird but fun and quirky.
Is this actually a good movie, Abby?
What?
Is this actually a good movie? No.
Like it actually got critical acclaim at Sundance or something. Elijah Wood helped produce it.
What?
It's just the weirdest thing.
Is it good?
Like you wouldn't like it.
It's not a good movie.
And there's a lot of grossness. It's just really gross.
Is it gonna become a cult movie?
It's gonna become a cult movie.
Yeah.
It's really gross, but it was kind of funny and fun, and just at parts you're just laughing because you're just this is so just ridiculous and amazing. And I just enjoyed it tremendously. Mm-mm. And I own it on DVD now.
What?
Lars gave it to me.
Ew.
Number 4 is Moana.
That was my number 1.
I was going in not expecting it to be anything because I haven't really been a fan of the last couple of Disney movies.
You liked Zootopia.
Okay, besides Zootopia and Wreck-It Ralph. I mean, Disney, princess musical movies. I haven't been really a fan of them. But then, okay, I really like the music. Shiny is the best thing that's ever happened to Disney, ever. Shiny is amazing.
That's a great song. Come on, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He was made for that role.
But Jermaine Clement is so good. I mean, he's already done a David Bowie thing on Rick and Morty.
Well, he's Flight of the Conchords. He's hilarious.
But his song was just amazing, and it was fun, and it was just scary, and it was the highlight of the movie for me. And the rest of the movie was good too, but this one, we go into a deeper analysis in Emily's video. All right, number 3, Kubo and the Two Strings, which I saw twice in theaters actually. Actually, my top 3 I saw multiple times in theaters, all of them.
I only saw Deadpool and Suicide Squad multiple times.
I saw Suicide Squad twice, but
Me too. Why had to take people?
Okay, anyways, Kubo. Okay, this is definitely really, compared to Box Trolls, this was so mature. Even compared to the other movies, this was such a mature movie. It didn't feel mature oh, we're gonna go talk about adult stuff, but more this is sophisticated, and it felt like it was a really big step up from Box Trolls, that it was just sophisticated animation, really just spectacular animation, and just the storyline, sure, it was pretty simple, but that didn't really matter because I mean,
your boyfriend thought it was too predictable.
He thought it was too predictable, but
it's a kids movie.
It is a kids movie at heart, and maybe it was because some of the sophistication of the animation and the characters was so high that the plot just seemed a little bit predictable by comparison. But I just enjoyed it tremendously. All right, how many minutes am I at?
8.
Okay,
you're good.
Number 2 was Deadpool.
Guys, this literally is changing the superhero genre.
It's changing
it. I'm excited to see what's going to come next.
And it set the bar so high for future movies where it's we're not going to just do the cheesy cheesy PG-13 oh, we're going to have a little bit of violence,
They tried with Hellboy to get a raunchy superhero, but Deadpool, I've seen parts of it.
I've seen Hellboy.
But Deadpool really steals the cake.
Deadpool was and it was the perfect, I mean, we've seen R-rated comic book movies because everybody says the first one, it's not.
It's not. Nobody's seen Kick-Ass.
We've seen Kick-Ass, Watchmen, all that.
Yeah.
And
I think it's better than Kick-Ass.
I love Kick-Ass.
I love Kick-Ass, but Deadpool,
I don't know. Deadpool,
they're good for different reasons.
So much with a little bit of money, and even some of the jokes, because you could obviously tell that they they played it off oh, we couldn't hire other actors. They made that into a joke. Yeah. That's why the Xavier Institute.
And now
is so
Logan's
empty.
gonna be rated R.
The Logan movie actually.
The Logan looks so good.
And then
guys, we're huge X-Men fans also.
Okay, and then another part when they were he forgets his ammo bag because they couldn't
Yeah.
you know, have the money for all that stuff.
For all the gun violence.
Yeah, and they just played it off as a joke. And that was great. And just all the Easter eggs and stuff, I caught all. Like,
one of my favorite scenes was a montage of him going around killing people. At one point, there's a Zamboni.
Yeah.
And it was one of the funniest things.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I can't even pick out a favorite part because it's just so spectacular.
The intro scene is so good.
The intro scene is just amazing.
It really sets it up well.
And I read some Deadpool comics, and it's just, it didn't, like, I've heard that some of the newer Deadpool comics are just like, look at me, I'm so random, but this one didn't feel like that. It felt relevant, and he's just dropping
They even put in Deadpool jokes that, like, normal people, not normal people, people who don't know the comics would get, like the chimichangas and all that stuff they talked about. They didn't do it in, like, a cringy way.
Yeah. I didn't cringe. That is, no. I thought it could either go really bad or really good, and it went really good, and Ryan Reynolds was born to play this role, and he, like, pushed this movie so hard to try to get it made that it was just
keep
great.
Going.
Okay, my number one.
You can't tell from her shirt.
If you can't tell from my shirt, is Captain America: Civil War, which I saw it in theaters 3 times. You want to know what happened? So, my school, the directors actually went there. The Russo brothers, they went to my school.
They both went there?
Yeah, for
the
graduate
same time?
school.
Oh, for grad school, okay.
Yeah, I think so, at the same time. But, so then what they did was they did a special thing where it was the first screening in North America. They brought it to my school, and you could buy tickets to go see it, but they only had like a certain amount of tickets. So I waited for like 2 hours for these tickets, and it was the coolest thing. They gave out free shirts and like brochures, and like, no, like little playbill type things.
Okay, almost at 12 minutes.
And it was just so good, and we saw it at like this like old like temple thing that they use for like presentations and stuff now, and it was so good. And they came out and talked beforehand, the Russo brothers. Well, one of them did, the other one was sick. And it was the first screening in North America, which was so cool to see, because I mean, that's amazing. And then I saw it 2 more times in theaters when I went home, and it was just so spectacular. I love the fight scenes and the characters, and that's how you do a movie with a ton of characters, but you don't cram, like, you don't try to make, it was a Captain America, Iron Man movie, okay? The rest were just side characters.
I saw it more as a second Avengers movie.
Okay, but the thing is,
like,
at heart,
better.
Okay, but the thing is, at heart, it's called Captain America Civil War. So it wasn't, let's try to put in all these characters and make them all have equal screen time and equal this and equal that. It was definitely like, hey, let's, like, pull in this one and pull in that character and, like, make them have a little plot here and make them have a little... Guys, they just worked together. It was just such good
Marvel
writing.
knows who people like. You're wondering why there's so many Captain America movies and there isn't a Hulk movie. Like, people know.
Yeah.
People love Captain America and Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they just do. And
it was great writing and just great scenes and everything.
Some of the best action scenes.
It was entertaining. The action scenes were beautiful.
Because they weren't against any monster. They were against each other.
Yeah, and it was small scale. It wasn't like, let's destroy the city and stuff and no alien invasion. It was more like, we're fighting against each other, which I really liked.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's done.
Okay, bye.